Lust. It is the word used to describe the beginning phase of unknown possibilities in the realm of love. It is what many describe as the chemistry between two individuals who are attracted to one another. Lust is responsible for great meaningful relationships as well as meaningless lifestyles when lust is abused. Lust is better defined as the electrical energy that joins both man and woman in order to begin the process of joining together as one. Unfortunately, almost 100% of people misunderstand this electrical connection and only see sex where there could be love. They only feel the physical when they have the potential to feel both mental and spiritual connections. They see no distinction between the words lust and love and only care about their own self-destructive desires rather than devoting their life towards the most powerful energy of them all, which is love. Every day I am surrounded by mindless zombies, lost in their own world of meaningless lust, empty of spiritual and mental fulfillment. They are addicted to pressing the repeat button, stuck in a lifestyle of physical pleasure with no life purpose or spiritual development. They will fight those who attempt to help them, as they further justify their addiction to the dark, evil world of meaninglessness. Men will ask, how many females have you had sex with? Turning potential love into a game of numbers, void of intellectual wisdom, filled with anxiety to favor quantity over quality. Yet these immature males will tell other males that their way of life is grand, when in fact their lives are overflowing with sadness and emptiness. They live their routine lives in denial of this fact, only to continue living their sad, limited lives filled with misery and suffering. The dark plague, as described in many of my videos, depends on people's ignorance and denial in order to create apathetic, lost, immature, anxious, hollow human beings. These humans become the slaves of evil, obeying their thirst for pleasure over purpose, quantity over quality, ignorance over intelligence, passiveness over truth, denial over spiritual and mental awakening. Once the darkness possesses humans, it turns them into an avatar for evil energy. From there, the domino chain effect of causality begins, converting other humans into mindless slaves of evil, forcing them to feed off of the energy of others, transforming them into evil servant vampires. How does one know if they've been consumed by this evil energy when speaking of love versus senseless lust? Take a deep look into yourself. Ask yourself these 5 questions. Do you truly desire a meaningful relationship filled with potential and limitless possibility? Or do you only see sex, pleasure, vanity, greed, and addiction, feeling passive and apathetic? Do you possess a strong, intellectual, mature, focused, and evolving mind? Or do you only pay attention to what you want, limiting your true potential, living a self-absorbed, immature life, creating a false illusion of fulfillment? Do you have a sense of honor, loyalty, wisdom, and purpose? Or do you record yourself, take pictures of yourself, focus only on yourself, thinking only in terms of getting what you want from others, placing your needs first instead of the needs of others? Are you the best example of what a human being should be? Or do you live to mimic the behaviorally indoctrinated, egotistical, clueless masses? Do you believe in the possibility of perfecting a meaningful relationship? Or do you believe relationships consist of compromise, sacrifice, as well as a limited false reality of treachery and betrayal? If you answered yes to all of the first parts of these 5 questions, congratulations. There is no need for you to watch the rest of this video. However, if you answered no to any of the first parts of these 5 questions, you are either completely submerged in a passive, meaningless world of senseless physical lust, or you are in the process of being transformed into a mindless servant of evil energy consuming your spirit, with an end goal of possessing your soul. Think this is fiction? Think this is fantasy? Think this is a game? If so, your mind is already lost with no possibility of returning to your former intuitive self. Your ego has taken over your mind, body, and spirit. Proof of such evil possession will show itself via the negative, unproductive, and egotistical behavior you demonstrate to others as well as to yourself. For the rest of those who wish to break free from their current stagnant life situation of meaningless lust without purpose, listen closely to the following words of wisdom and advice I have to share. Lust is attraction. It's a gateway for potential and fulfillment by opening up the path for higher levels of love and purpose. However, this gateway closes the moment you choose to live a life of lust without progress. If all you see is sex, short-term relationships, physical satisfaction without a spiritual connection, your life will be forever empty and void of meaning and purpose. Do not engage in lust with simple sexual partners, as this path leads to no end, only a chronic state of darkness and denial of your true self. Those who follow this path will not experience its maximum detrimental effects until they reach a mature age where their mind will begin to rebel and demand purpose out of their own self-constructed sexual chaos. Once this happens, it will be nearly impossible to begin living the true life you were meant to live. All you will see and feel is a simple, empty lifestyle you created, impossible to derive any sense of satisfaction as you were once able to do. This is the exact same effect illegal drugs have on people who are addicted to them. There will be a point of extreme diminished return in your selfish, meaningless world of lust. No amount of partners will be enough for you. No amount of sex will suffice. Your mind will begin to lose its sense of purpose as you start to grow more anxious, lost, and possibly suicidal. The power of lust is only the beginning. It is meant to be integrated into a deep relationship with the best person of your choosing. To be apprehensive of your ability to trust and use proper discernment in selecting a chosen lifelong soulmate is to deny yourself of the happiness you were designed to live. You need not marry the person you choose to be with. Strive to learn as much as you can about yourself through a meaningful relationship. It matters not whether you fail in your selection of a chosen individual to engage in a lifelong relationship with. What matters is that you don't stop searching for the one person you know who will never fail you. That is our only purpose in life. Everything else is secondary. Intuition over ego, love over chronic meaningless lust. For lust is only a tool used to open the gateway of unlimited passion and infinite love. It is not meant to be abused as a novice definition of sensual and sexual interaction. Once lust is abused, it is almost impossible to turn back. Many treat the subject of lust as a game. Their immature interpretation of how love is constructed will be their ultimate downfall. Much truth is laughed at in today's chaotic and passive apathetic world. It is up to you to know the difference, to know the truth, to know thyself.